David Zublick here with your Dark Outpost morning update. Hey, a new survey by Bankrate reveals that 38% of mortgage holders don't even know the interest rate that they're paying. Now, without knowing your interest rate, it's impossible to know whether you could do better than you're doing right now, or whether even refinancing is good for you. The survey also found that 74% of homeowners haven't refinanced, despite the fact that we now have historically low mortgage rates. Some 19.4 million homeowners in the U.S. are in a position to save about $309 or more on their monthly mortgage by refinancing. That's why I trust PayYourHouseOff.com. PayYourHouseOff.com is the same website that I actually used myself in checking out refinancing offers, and I got a great deal. Now, doing this only takes a couple of minutes, but it could save you hundreds of dollars per month on your mortgage. I highly recommend it. So if you're qualified to refinance your mortgage, go to PayYourHouseOff.com today, or just click the link in the description of this video to take you there. PayYourHouseOff.com. PayYourHouseOff.com. Well, interesting. President Donald Trump says that if Mark Milley did indeed contact China and tell them that we would give them advanced warning if we were to attack their country, that it would be treason and a form of collusion. Trump called into Newsmax on Tuesday to respond to a new book that claims Milley promised to give his Chinese counterpart advanced notice if Trump ordered a strike against China. We have the video for you, and here it is.
So first of all, if it is actually true, which is hard to believe, that he would have called China and done these things and was willing to advise them of an attack or in advance of an attack, that's treason. And I would think I've had so many calls today saying that's treason, number one. Number two, it's totally ridiculous. I never thought of it. You were there. You knew what was happening in the White House. You have plenty of friends. You never heard the word China mentioned in a thing like this. You heard a lot of anger about China on trade, and we made a great trade deal. You heard a lot of anger on China with the China virus. But for him to say that I would even think about attacking China, I think he's trying to just get out of his incompetent withdrawal out of Afghanistan. The worst, the dumbest thing that anybody's seen, probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to our country, where they killed our soldiers. We left with embarrassment on our face. We left Americans behind, and we left $85 billion worth of the best equipment in the world that I bought because I was the one that rebuilt our military, and then Biden gave it away. For him to say that I was going to attack China is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, and everybody knows it. And I have to tell you, I don't know if they have him on tape saying this, but I found Woodward and I found his cohorts to be extremely dishonorable people. That's why I didn't do an interview with him. I think he's highly overrated. This guy is one of the most overrated guys. He's a sleaze. But I did not ever think of attacking China. One other thing, I just read a report about a week ago where they said Donald Trump was the only president in decades that didn't start a war.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely incredible. The Washington Examiner is reporting that Milley was concerned that Trump might order a strike that would lead to war with China, attempting to avert armed conflict to Chinese General Li Zhuazhang of the People's Liberation Army in a pair of secret calls before and after the 2020 election, according to excerpts from Peril, written by Watergate sleuth Bob Woodward and fellow Washington Post journalist Robert Costa. Treason against the United States, as outlined in the Constitution, shall consist only in levying war against them or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. No person shall be convicted of treason unless on the testimony of 2 witnesses to the same overt act or on confession in open court. Anyone found guilty of treason shall suffer death or shall be imprisoned not less than 5 years and fined under the title but not less than $10,000 and shall be incapable of holding any office under the United States. Incredible, if true, that Mark Milley gave China a heads up that if we did attack, there would be an advanced warning. Unbelievable. Secretary of State Tony Blinken testified on Tuesday before Congress that young children were transported from Afghanistan with pedophile men as child brides. During the hearing, Senator Ted Cruz asked Blinken about the numbers, citing data from the World Health Organization that over 50% of wives in Afghanistan were married as young girls. Blinken admitted that he did not know the exact number of underage girls who were evacuated with older men or how many were rescued by officials after they landed in America. Cruz cited reports of a State Department document seeking great urgent guidance from the Biden regime about the issue after child brides were brought to Fort McCoy in Wisconsin. Breitbart reports that Blinken insisted the entire government was following the issue with extreme vigilance to uncover and separate child brides of older Afghan men, but he tried to downplay the numbers. A little bit later on today on Dark Outpost, we have a breaking story that President Pedodent Biden actually molested a 12-year-old girl while visiting Shanksville, Pennsylvania, to commemorate the alleged crash of Flight 93 on 9/11. This girl is saying that Biden molested her. We've got the information for you coming up. And we're also going to revisit a report that we had done several months earlier regarding a special surgery that Joe Biden had done many, many years ago to cure him of his quote-unquote pedophilic tendencies. Hope you'll join us for that. We will be on the air today on Rumble between 12 noon and 4 p.m. Eastern Time today. I hope you'll join us for the complete broadcast. Among our guests will be Franchot Pearson, formerly known as Emmanuel Blue, and also Dr. Jim Fetzer, and we're going to be talking about the Las Vegas shooting psyop. We'll also take some of your telephone calls a little bit later on in the broadcast today. So join me at 12 noon Eastern on Rumble for the complete live broadcast of Dark Outpost. This is David Zublick with your Dark Outpost Morning Update.